welcome to Whose Line Is It Anyway? And displaying another extensive rash of on-the-spot improvisation, we have tonight the all-singing, all-dancing, all-conquering Josie Lawrence, then the all-round, all-knowing, all-American Greg Proops, then the all-new, all-star Jim Sweeney, and finally the all-time, all-wicked, all-over-the-place Tony Slattery. Ladies and gentlemen, the contestant. Right, well now... Bit tight for time tonight, so let's crack on with the first game, which is called Authors. If you'd like to all come down. Now, each of them's come along with a style of author in mind, and they're going to use their author style to tell a story. So, Josie, which author have you gone for?
I'm going to do the made-up, doesn't exist anyway, Michelin Guide to famous buildings and landmarks in London. I know bugger all about London, so...
well, there you are, Michelin Guide. Greg?
Jack Kerouac, the king of the American beat writers.
Oh, right, yes, on the road, all stuff like that. Okay, Jim?
Tolkien.
Tolkien, yes, you're talking. Yes, very good. And, Tony?
My Little Pony.
Yes. Yes, a very, very prolific author, I think, My Little Tony. My Little Pony, sorry, what I said. My Little Tony is completely different. And not so little, I shouldn't wonder. Now, let's have a... Can you make up a title of a story for them to tell in these author styles?
How I Killed My Fairy Godmother.
Right. Almost came into a confession there, I think. But How I Killed My Fairy Godmother. So I'll buzz when we've got the idea of your part of the story. Away you go, Josie.
I followed my fairy grandmother one day. I hated her guts. She walked across the famous zebra crossing in Abbey Road, well known for being painted by Michelangelo in 1615. And then...
London was cold and foggy, but it was cool because I was in San Francisco. I was tripping down the streets. I pulled a reefer out of my pocket the size of a huge black drummer's leg, lit it up. Easy.
Gandalf took the reefer in one and smoked it. Suddenly his voice went all high.
So, Frodo, what do you make of this?
Frodo was impressed, and a shadow fell upon his face and a chill entered his heart. At that very moment, thousands of people suddenly swarmed on them. They were orcs, and some were ringrats.
Some were ringrats, but suddenly they turned into gaily, brightly coloured little ponies. Why is everything so garishly coloured? It's because we all take methyl dexamphetamine sulfate.
The little ponies were making a nice little trip to Big Ben. So called because the first politician ever was big and called Benjamin.
The little ponies were crazy cats, man. Little horses with legs that moved to and fro. You couldn't even tell how much, man. They were wild. I saw my fairy godmother there. I broke a wine bottle over her head.
She was well cheesed off. At that moment, riding on Pixie Licks was Strider, Aragorn, son of Arathorn, known to the hobbits as Big Toolgit with halitosis.
Known to the little ponies as Big Pony. I bet you know why.
Thank you, that'll do. Thank you. Oh dear. Right. Well, I think I'll give you 5 points each here. A deduction of 9, though, for too many references to drugs. So let's move on. Let's move on to a game called Alphabet, and this is going to feature Jim and Greg. So Jim and Greg, if you'd like to come down. And what they're going to do is just act out a little scene I'm going to give them in just a moment, but they've got to do alternate lines, starting first of all with the letter A, next line with the letter B, and so on through to the end of the alphabet, which comes around about Z, I think. Now, the scene I'd like you to do is a stick-up. I think you have those in America, don't you?
Yeah, we invented it.
Right, where you go.
All right, stick up your hands.
Bloody hell!
Can't you see I've got a gun?
Duh! There's a gun right in front of me.
Ever so slowly, take the money out of your pocket.
Fine, fine, I'll do what you say.
Greg? Is that you?
Harry! How are you? This is a stick-up, too.
I didn't realize you were in this business.
Jeez, I didn't know you were.
Kindly put the gun down, huh?
Oh, low problem. I'll just stick it right in there.
My mother sends her best.
No, not your mom. How is your dad?
Old? Very old.
Pa, dear old Pa. Old, old, old Pa.
Queer fella, isn't he?
Yeah. Really, 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 really queer.
So, how have you been?
Oh. Terrific.
Unusually good, you're looking.
Oh, very nice of you to say so.
Well, I can't stay around.
Yes, I know you have to go, because you have to go over and see the musical instruments.
Xanadu was a really bad film, wasn't it?
Okay, thank you very much.
Yes.
That's it.
Cop out.
Which one did I...
There's 17 points there. There's just a bit of misorder in the alphabet just towards the end there, I'm afraid, Greg, but so I'll dock you 9 million. Now we go on to a game called Song Star. This features Josie Lawrence. If you'd like to come forward, and Josie's going to make up a song on the spot with the help of Richard Vranch on the piano or guitar, whatever takes his fancy. But it's got to be about, what's something you might find in your bath, which Josie can make up. Or is duck or loofah there? Let's go for rubber duck, because of the easier rhyme scheme. And what rhymes with loofah? So rubber duck and a style for a style of singing. Calypso. I don't believe we've had Calypso, so, and I don't know if you can do it or not, but away you go, Calypso. Can you do that?
I'll try for you, Clive.
No, just do the song.
Going to have it on the organ, apparently.
Where else?
Electric Calypso! Woo, 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 woo! Come on, everybody, we're going to have a laugh. Come on, everybody, come share with me a bath. Oh, oh, we'll be in luck when we're bouncing and splashing with a rubber duck. Oh, when we're bouncing and splashing with a rubber duck. Oh, rub me loofah on me back. See me rubber duck going quack, quack, quack. Oh, 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 get rid of the muck. There's so much you can do with a rubber duck.
Excellent, excellent. Yeah, yeah. Excellent, excellent, Josie, very good. Oh, dear. And 3 points for that. So now we move on to another game, and this one's called Props. This features all four of them. They break into two groups of two. Josie and Greg. Josie and Greg, you... That's your thing. Sorry, I got my order mucked up. Josie and Greg, that's your thing. If you'd like to go over there. And Tony and Jim. I did bring you into the game eventually. Right. So starting with... starting with you, Tony and Jim, and I'll buzz between the two pairings. Away you go.
You're David Attenborough. I beg you.
Oh, hey, and welcome to Kelly Scotland.
It doesn't look as natural as the other one. That's
No.
Hello, little boy. I know where you can buy really crap hamburgers.
Oh, dear, that's true.
Okay, number one, German destroyer, 25 yards.
I don't care. I think the quarterback likes me better, Joe.
A cheaper liquid could clean all these flats, but with this, you can clean even more.
Yeah, I'm a YTS mop handle.
Ooh, you excite me.
Zimbula dida.
Okay, let's end there. Thank you very much. Thank you. Excellent. We're finished now. Thank you. Very good. Excellent. Now so I'll give 14 points extra to Tony for old time's sake. Now let's do a game. And what an old time. Now let's do a game called Gospel. This features all four contestants again. So if you'd like to step forward in your gospel order, Greg, Jim, Tony, Josie, be assisted here by Richard Vranch at the piano, and they can make up a gospel on the spot and on the subject of somebody's hobby here. So can somebody yell out a hobby that they like to have? Cake decorating, I like that. I mean, obviously I like doing it, but is it you to start, Greg? I should think it probably is. So away you go, Greg.
Heaven is a biscuit way up above. Heaven is a biscuit way up above. And when Jesus comes down, he's gonna squirt it with his heavenly love.
Yep.
Every day I like to bake a cake for the Lord above. Bake. I cover that cake and all in it with never-ending love. 'Cause decorating cakes is my life. It is it. I'm what you call a sad and lonely git. Cakes.
Well, I like cakes, you know, I find them enticing. I like to take my clothes off and cover my body with icing. I do it because, you know, woo, I can, wow, take my body down with marzipan.
Hey, girlfriend.
Oh, God's heavenly love, it makes me feel so merry. 'Cause we are all baking in the Lord's cake, and the Lord, He is the cherry. Oh, we'll take your sins and confiscate it, and then He will decorate it. Pretty soon, you will find that He's covered you in hundreds and thousands. Yes, He's covered you. He's covered you. In hundreds and thousands.
Excellent. And, right, well, we can't follow that with anything but people trying to sell you things. See you after the break. Bye. Oh, well. It's taken me a long time to work out the points of that last game, and unfortunately I'm getting none at all. But welcome back as we play a game called Helping Hand. I think it's called that. Now what we're going to have is Jim and Josie acting. So I'd like to come down and act. But instead of acting with their own hands, Tony is going to be providing the hands for Jim.
Thank
So-
God for that.
So can you insert your hands into the right place? And Greg, you'll be providing the hands for Josie. Okay. Anyways, the scene I'd like to act out is one of you is complaining to the other about the decorations. The other is a decorator, and you're complaining about the work that's been done. Okay?
Look! Look at this! Look at that! What's that supposed to be over there? That wasn't the wallpaper I chose, and it's making my head itch!
You don't like the wallpaper?
No, I don't! I don't like the wallpaper! Look at that over there! What's that supposed to be?
Well, what do you want me to do about the wallpaper? You want a different shade?
Don't you wag your finger at me!
I'll wag my finger where I want. Thank you very much.
Look, I paid you to do this. I gave you a cheque. I distinctly...
Oh, yes, you gave me a cheque. But the cheque bounced, didn't it? Bounced all the way out the bank.
How dare you say the cheque bounced? You painted my fireplace in lime green, and I didn't...
Ah, well, yes, lime green first, then puce, then black, then indigo. I thought it looked nice.
But I wanted white and magnolia. I think they're very calming colours.
White and magnolia. Oh, sorry.
Did you pap?
It's my lunch. It's repeating on me.
Rude. I'll hit you.
Don't get aggressive with me. Don't get aggressive with me.
I will.
I know Tai Chi.
Yes, thank you very much. Thank you. Very good, yes. Okay, 5 points each with a bonus of 95 million, because I think I'm trying to make Tony Slattery win. Okay, so let's move on to another game, which is called Party Quirks, which features the very exciting Tony Slattery as the host of the party. All the others are guests arriving at the party. If they look at the envelopes, they're looking at the envelopes in front of them, they'll find a strange quirk or way of behaving as allocated by members of the studio audience. And by their improvising, the guests will have to convey what's written on those cards to Tony Slattery, who will guess them, unless he plays his game as normal and doesn't guess them. But anyway, the guests will come in as I make the doorbell noise. Tony, have you got the party going?
Yes, yes, it's it's a theme party. It's come as a Torvill and Dean routine.
Yes.
No.
Very good. Was that Torvill or was that Dean? Anyway, let's get the first guest arriving.
Hello, come
Goodbye,
on in.
do pop round again. sorry, hello. How you doing?
I'm fine, thank you. Are you sure you don't want the mental hospital?
No, just pop round for the, funeral?
Well, I can kill someone.
Party, sorry,
yes,
party.
Yes,
Oh,
do that.
peanuts, great. I could drink them for hours. Eat them for hours.
Yes.
Lovely.
Absolutely.
Wow. Should be a
well-
wild old time we're going to have tonight?
Not with you here, no. I think you'll find. Oh,
Oh, no, I
hang
can-
on a sec. Hello, Josie, come on in.
Hi, I think I've got my invitation somewhere. Oh, yes, there it is.
I didn't invite that sort of strippergram.
No. Is Wally going to be here? Because somebody said that Wally be here.
Let me just get my diary.
Tony!
Oh, Skippy, you old trout.
Skippy, yes, that's a good one, yes, right.
Hello, how are things with you?
Fine, absolutely perfect. Just figuring to get top off the bottle and then into the glass. That's how it goes, isn't it? Whoops, I just can't get the hang of it.
Oh,
sometimes.
dear me, you're accident prone.
Accident, not quite accident prone.
No, I'm terribly sorry. Greg, come in.
I have a doorbell just like I had to put it in so totally bitchin'. What a great coach, you Kill King Edward. That's cool. Hey, how you doing there? Nice to see you.
Hi.
These drinks look great drinks at the bar.
They
here
are,
and
thank
stuff.
you very much,
Yeah.
yes.
You don't mind if I pour myself
No,
one, right?
pour yourself a drink, quickly.
What a great carpet. Where did you get that carpet?
Oh.
You know where I got this suit? I got it at Coles and Covent Garden. It's so totally bitchin' there. You know, they're so nice to me in every way.
Oh, God, thank God.
God, yeah, I was just talking to God the other day. You know, it's so funny. On the way over on the tube, you know,
go
God
on.
came
Have you
down
met the
and said-
inveterate bullshitter?
Inveterate bullshit, a compulsive talker, we
Compulsive
say in
talker,
polite
inveterate
language.
bullshitter, either.
Yes,
Yes.
one last guess. One last
Oh,
guess
God,
on Jim.
I could drink these peanuts till the sheep come back. Sorry, the cows come home.
You're a man who makes no sense.
Well, no, not exactly like that. Ask me a question, any question at all.
How old are you?
72.
You're a
Sorry,
liar.
no, 35.
Liar, yes, a compulsive...
Compulsive liar.
Yes, gets everything wrong, gets everything wrong. Yes, sorry, I was mixing up two guests there. But anyway, jolly good, yes, and I think we'll give 95 points to the guests and 1 point each to Tony. Now we come to a game called Expert Translation. This is going to feature Josie and Jim. So if Josie would like to come down, she is going to explain something about a foreign country, and Jim's going to translate it. So can you think of a nice faraway country you'd like this to be set in? Albania, I heard that's a very good one. Albania. Now, which aspect of Albanian life would you like explaining?
The sheep.
The sheep? The sheep? Do it sheep, then, if you could, so you can explain
about sheep?
sheep in Albanian, which I know you're fluent in, Josie. And to help us out, since most of us aren't fluent in Albanian, Jim Senior will translate for us. So away you go.
Yo, everybody, let's talk sheep. Sheeps come in lots of different sizes. Little, middle, and big. I like stroking the big ones. Yeah, get down and boogie with a man. Shearing is a lot of fun. I often shear my entire body. Some of those sheep play really hard to get. I think that speaks for itself.
Thank you very much. That's a good word of advice, I think. Yes. Yes. And using the Albanian scoring system, you get Nurki. Right. Let's move on to a game called Psychiatrist. This is going to feature Josie Lawrence as a singing psychiatrist. If you'd like to get set up there, Josie, with your stool and one for your your patients.
Yes,
and what's going to happen is each patient's going to come on and he's going to sing his symptoms to Josie, and Josie's going to sing back a cure or some sort of advice, OK? So I think we're going to start with... Oh, I've forgotten who started. Yes, Greg. So Greg is going to start first. So can you think of something for him? Maybe he thinks he's something. Something's... An Eskimo. An Eskimo. That's, you think you're an Eskimo. I think that's good.
But I really do think I'm an Eskimo.
Yeah. OK, so Eskimo, away you go.
Tell me about your problem.
I will. Up in the frozen north, there's a lot of schlubbers. All day long I spend my time just eating blubber. When I ride the bus each day, everyone looks at me funny, 'cause I'm wearing mucklucks and my nose is always runny.
This problem always goes back to your mama.
Mama?
She never kissed you. She only rubbed your nose. And when you were small, although it was hot, she always wrapped you up in furry clothes. So this is what I need for you to do.
Tell me.
Don't ever live in an igloo.
Right, very good, very good. Now, excellent, excellent. 59 points there. Now, what we need for Jim is something he's scared of. Hats. Scared of hats.
Hats.
Yes. A fairly common condition, I'd have thought. But there it is. You're scared of hats, Jim. Where you go?
Tell me about your problem then, boy.
All right, then, Governor, I will. Well, I'll tell you this and I'll tell you that. I'm very, very scared of a very big hat. I'm scared of a hat. I'm scared of a hat, is me. Been scared since I was a little boy. It's even worse now. Oh, joy, oh, joy. I hate those hats. They scare the life out of me.
This is a quite big problem. Yes, it is so very big. It'll probably be with you until you're dead. I know why you hate hats so much. I know why it is true. It is because you've got a funny head. So this is what you need to do, my son, before you go. Never wear a chapeau.
Yes, at least 500 points there. So now we've got Tony Slattery, and he's in love with something. He's in love with Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Easily the easiest rhyme of the evening, but a clear sign of madness, I'd say. So where you go?
I've got a problem, Doc.
Yes, I can see. Tell me about your other one.
I want to tell you about this one, shall I?
Yeah, go on.
I think sometimes I drink too much. I think I drink too much gin. Then I find myself falling in love with a shiny terrapin. I like to call it Josie or Myrtle, but really I want to mount a turtle. Tell me what I do before I go mad.
This is a quite nasty problem. Oh, yes, a quite nasty problem for sure. I think you want to be a mutant teenage ninja turtle, do you? Tell me, live in a sewer? Oh, I'm going to give you some pills to stop this. They may make your eyelids droop.
I don't know.
But never go near the turtles again, or you may end up in the turtle soup.
Very good, excellent, thank you. Well done. Thank you. Straight away. Thank you. Yes. Very good. Clearly that's the last game, and quite obviously J.C. Lawrence ought to win, but because of some bribery that's gone on, Tony Slattery is this week's winner. So well done, Tony Slattery. And the prize is to do the credits, and Tony has to read the credits in the style as though he was auditioning for an Australian soap opera. So it just remains for me to thank Josie Lawrence, Greg Proots, Jim Sweeney, Tony Slattery, Richard Vance at the piano. This is me, Clive Anderson, saying good night. Good night.
So I'll just stand here and say it, do I? Okay, Bonza. Anyway, improvised music by Richard Branch. That's a hell of a macho name there. Title screen now. It's gone. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to say that. Never mind. Videotape Mikaela Paulik. She's a spunky kind of girl, let me tell you. Oh, nay, for God's sake, the farmhouse is on fire. Did I do that all right? Researcher Maria Britton, production assistant Nikki Cockcroft. Get off my leg, bouncer. Oh, what do you know the name is? Director Chris Bowl, executive producer Dan Patterson. Had him quite a few times, let me tell you.